Hey, this is Jay, another Sport Talks video. That was not English, I'm going to continue anyway. So I'm not going to talk about soccer today because I couldn't really find anything in the last few days that I can really remember now that happened. But I'm going to talk about Was it just me, or was there a thing on the roof, like a light, just there, that was moving around? That's really weird. Anyway, so we're back to going to tennis today. Really, mainly is the main topic. Hardly really anything else to talk about. Nothing's really happened in footy. Nothing really has happened in soccer that I can think of that deserves its own thing. What's his name? Falau made a contract with like Catalans or something. I'm assuming that's a rugby team. Not a big rugby fan, but I'm assuming that's a rugby team. So yeah, I'm talking mainly about tennis. I guess we can start with Federer, because why not start with the GOAT? So somehow Federer is still in the tournament. I'm just going to start off by saying that there is no way Federer should still be in the tournament right now. He was down and pretty much out against Milman. Not pretty much out, but it was almost as close as you can get to being down and out against Milman. I think he had like 4 match points in one game or something, Milman, and he couldn't make the most of it. Somehow, what's his face? Why can't I talk? Somehow Federer came back, and now he was in the next round, and then he versed Tennis. What's his name? Tennis what? Tennis is his first name, yeah. I'm not making that up. Tennis Sandgren. And he looked like a normal game. Won the first set 6-3, pretty straightforward. And suddenly in the second set he was falling apart, 6-2. And then it was 3-love to Sandgren in the third. And Federer called a medical break because we didn't know at the time, but he says it was his groin that was the problem. And we thought it was his back because he was not arching his back at all in his play. He wasn't twisting his back in his shots. He was using all arm movements. So when he served, he wasn't going like that. He wasn't doing that to serve. He was just going because that's why we thought it was his back, because his back was not moving. Looked like he had a very sore back. He looked like a 38-year-old player out there. Not Federer out there. He's 38, that's why I'm saying that. He doesn't. You'd think 38-year-old player, what they'd normally look like when someone's that old, is not what you normally see from Federer. I don't know how he keeps it up, but somehow he has. Anyway, in the fourth though, his back was getting better from the painkillers, whatever they gave him, and also his groin. Don't know why it was affecting his back so much, but so he started getting better. His actual average serve speed in second and third was like 175 to 180 or something, and in the first it was 186. So we had very, very slow serves. That's the average first serve speed. I think it's actually lower than that. I think it was 170 or 175 or something. It was ridiculously low. By the end it got up to 190, but he won that third set 7-6 and then won it in the tiebreaker 10-8. And then won the last one pretty simply 6-3. So he came back and then and then obviously Djokovic blazing through Milos Raonic. Milos Raonic? Is that his name? Yeah, Milos Raonic. He's not up to it. He used to be, in 2016 when he beat Federer, I thought he was going to be a good player that was going to break the run of the top 3 players. It's been so long where it's been just those 3 guys who are so far above. And Raonic was one of the players where in 2016 you looked at him and you thought he'll be the guy to break up that streak of basically just being, when he gets to a Grand Slam, which one of the 3 will win. Which it still is somehow when I think the youngest is 32 and Federer is 38, and they're still pretty much, when you go to Grand Slam, it's which one of the 3 will win, not which one of the field will win. Because it always seems to be one of those 3. It's either Djokovic, Federer, or Nadal, but obviously the French Open is just Nadal because he just wins every year. He's just too bloody good in clay. So yeah, Djokovic just breezed through him. and I reckon he'll probably beat Roger Federer because 38-year-old, sore groin, and he'll be getting other problems now because it's getting late in the tournament and has had 2 5-setters in a row. I don't know if he can back it up with the sore groin and outplay a very in-form Djokovic. Djokovic is so far in form. This is about as good as you've ever seen him play. Let's go to they were the only 2 games yesterday in the men's. The women's, there was Muguruza and Pelikovic. Oh, that's been played today. I'm looking today. Oh yeah, we had Barty who breezed through Kvitova. I thought Kvitova would put a bit more of a fight in the second, but she just fell apart 6-2. And then Kenin beat, I've never heard the other person. Kenin will versus Barty tomorrow. I'm going to look at the previous games in the men's. Obviously, Serena, we had a lot of players drop out in the previous few days. We had Kerber get knocked out by Pliskova, whatever his name is, Pliskova. We had Burns get knocked out by Muguruza. We had Mertens get knocked out by Halep. These are all seeded players, but that was at least a seeded player knocking out a seeded player. Then you go the day before, and we had Risk being knocked out by Barty, Wang being knocked out by Jabier. We had Coco Gauff, who I thought was going to keep going, but that's the young 15-year-old whatever, but she got knocked out by Kenin. You wouldn't be that surprised like that. Kvitova knocking out Shikari, which is a not unsurprising stat. But there's a few others here, and you get further back. Where are they? Bencic got knocked out by Kvitova. She got knocked out 6-love, 6-1. That's the worst game I think I've ever seen a player play in tennis. Bencic, 6th seed, lost to 28th seed, 6-love, 6-1. She barely even contested the match. She won probably 20 points until the one where obviously she won the game, but she didn't even threaten the other person's serve, barely threatened her own serve to win the game. We had Serena Williams going out on Friday, I think it was, and Osaka. It was a big day there. Serena Williams and Osaka both getting knocked out. Wozniacki also getting knocked out. I don't know how she's not a seeded player. But yeah, not much has really happened apart from that, I can't think of. Kyrgios got knocked out in a big game against Nadal. That was a very good game to watch. Obviously Nadal getting over the line in the end. I think, she's right next to her. I think Kyrgios has done a major step forward in his attitude to the sport. Because he gave 130% even when he was pretty much certainly lost the game in that fourth. Because I don't know how he held on for the tiebreaker, but he kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And he did smash his racket once, but I don't mind like an odd outburst of smashing a racket. I don't mind that, as long as he's not doing the whole, oh, I don't care about tennis, shouting at the seat guy for, you know the crap he goes on with. I don't mind him whacking a racket now and again. I think whacking the racket is something that it's overly disliked. I understand why people dislike it, but I think it's something that I don't have a problem being in the game as long as it's not constant. Also, Wawrinka got knocked out in 4th seed Medvedev. He's playing well at the moment. He's still in. Apart from that, not really much has happened. Monfils is out. Not much has happened apart from that. This has been JDS. Thanks, bye. See you next time. Looking forward to the game tomorrow night. Djokovic versus Federer. It's going to be a bloody nerve-wracking one because I'm a big Federer fan. Thanks.